Hey guys, my name is Reddy. Reshooting this because I forgot to record earlier. So I'm here with SMB. I brought SMB into the academy because he is the biggest expert that I know at social media marketing, SEO, influencers. He just does so many things. If you're in Australia and you Google social media marketing, you'll probably find his website on the first page. That's how good he is at SEO. And I wanted to bring him on so he could share some of his SEO strategies with you guys and also share how what you could do to rank your e-commerce stores on Google and get a lot of traffic from that, because Google is obviously one of the biggest traffic sources in the world. You want to be making some money from it, right? And apart from that, he's also got 212,000 followers on Instagram, so the dude's pretty influential. And he's going to be doing an influencer module too, sharing with you guys how to really maximize the use of Instagram to get results, which is going to be in the next segment. So with that said, guys, I'll let him take over, and he's been kind enough to jump on and give you guys all of this value. And I'm really excited to learn as well. So with that said, take it over, bro.
Awesome. Thanks, Ace. Really appreciate for having me on board. And welcome, guys. And we'll go through a mini SEO course that I've put together for e-commerce, and this will really help you guys get a lot of value out of it. So my name is Sam Founder. That's my real name, but Ace calls me SMV. All right, awesome. So this is my SEO course for e-commerce in 2020. This is an ultimate guide for you guys to use to be able to rank your websites and be able to generate results through SEO and search. So I'm going to go over a bit of table content. You can see a little bit about what we're going to explore on some of the topics included here. A little bit about me. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit more so you can guys see this. 12 years digital marketing experience. Been in digital marketing for a long time now. Been doing SEO and affiliate marketing for quite some time. Worked with 600 plus brands. Some of our clients include Airbnb, New Balance, and many other well-known brands. Been featured on Forbes 3 times. I'm part of the Forbes Agency Council, which means I contribute articles to Forbes, anything regarding digital marketing and SEO. I'm also founder of Social Connection, a leading digital marketing agency based in Melbourne. These are some of my features. You can see here, if you look me up by name, Sam Founder, you'll see that my Forbes article on e-commerce SEO, as well as Smart Company here in Australia, talking about the Instagram marketing algorithm. I'll take you through some case studies and just to give you an idea about my experience. Just Jeans is a very well-known brand in Australia. They rank number 2 for the keyword jeans, which is a very, very competitive keyword. Denim jacket and a bunch of other keywords, roughly about 100,000 visits a month. They've been from June 2019 to Feb 2020 and ranking for over 25,000 keywords. I'll go through the second case study, New Balance, 100% organic traffic increase in less than 6 months since we've been working with them. Okay, so these are some of the reasons why you should be doing SEO in 2020 for your e-commerce. Search engine optimization is a low-hanging fruit for e-commerce websites, despite the fact that SEO has the highest ROI of any e-commerce marketing campaign. Most online shops are not putting in any effort into optimizing their websites. As majority of people will go straight to paid ads or any other form of marketing and avoid doing SEO. SEO is a very great channel to complement what you're already doing with paid advertising. Diversity of traffic is key. Also traffic that you do get through SEO can easily be retargeted through social media as well. Majority of SEO requires upfront effort, but once you start ranking, there's no recurring expense except obviously, optimizing your website, trying to rank higher on the search engine. These are some SEO facts, just to give you guys a bit of a breakdown for keywords. For example, 95% of people don't go past the first page. Getting to the top line is the only real way to gain traffic. So usually in the top 3 positions, this is the best part of SEO and keyword rankings, is to be in the top 3 positions on Google for specific keywords. But for example, a keyword like gifts for her gets about 11,000 searches a month on average, according to Ahrefs, which is a tool. It's a paid tool for SEO. Assuming that 35% of those clicks go to the first result, the average across keywords. So ranking number 1 for that keyword would get you roughly about 3,850 clicks. And if you do have a conversion rate of about 10% of your visitors, then ranking number 1 for that keyword would score you an extra 385 sales per month. And that's just one keyword. So imagine ranking for multiple keywords and a lot of variations of these keywords, and what that can do for your e-commerce business. So these are some of the essentials for SEO. There's 3 tiers. You got first tier is keyword research. First thing you need to do on-page optimization. These are all the technical elements that you do on your website. And off-page, these are all things that you do off your website. So things like link building and so on. All right, so keyword research. So I've included some of my favorite tools for keyword research. First thing I would like to do is to go on to Google and just type in a keyword. Google automatically gives you auto suggestions in terms of so many variations of these keywords. That's probably one of the easiest ways to start doing keyword research. So type in your industry, type in your seed keyword, and Google will give you a whole list of suggestions that you can immediately optimize for as well. So that's the first thing I would do. I would look into starting a Google Doc. I like using Google Docs a lot. We use this a lot in our agency because it's shared automatically between team members and staff. So this is where you can put all the keywords that you find are relevant to your industry or to your website, and grab these keywords and put it into Google Doc. Keep searching for variations. So don't limit yourself to one keyword. Think of all the different variations that people can find your website or would be interested in your products, and use these in your Google search to find all the relevant keywords. Another great tool that I like, and this is obviously Google's own tool, is called Keyword Planner. So I've put in the link here on the webinar so you can see what it looks like. Search on Google for your competitors. So this is another really good strategy for you guys to use. Instead of typing in keywords and trying to guess while people are typing in, you can easily grab your top competitors that are already ranking in the top 3 positions for your ideal keywords. I would copy paste into Google Keyword Planner. You can see here where it says there's 2 different options: start with a keyword, start with keywords, or start with a website. So I would just put in their domain into that search field, and then click Get Results. And once you click Get Results, you'll get a whole list of keywords that your competitors are already ranking for. And that's one of the best ways to really maximize your keyword research, and be able to find out what your competitors are ranking for, and immediately use that list of keywords, download those lists of keywords, put it into Google Doc, and filter out the ones that you want and get rid of the ones that you don't want. I prefer to optimize for long tail keywords. So I'll give you a quick explanation of what long tail keywords are. There are keywords that are usually more than 2 words. So for example, luxury flowers, California. This is considered a long tail keyword, whereas luxury flowers, it's a short tail keyword. So long tail keywords are easier to rank for because they have less competition. However, long tail keywords actually drive better results because people that have specific searches tend to convert much better than people that just search generic style short tail keywords. All right, so this is another paid tool. These are some of the paid tools that I recommend to use. These are industry standard tools, ahrefs.com, and then you got semrush.com. Both fantastic tools when it comes to keyword research and getting exact search volumes as well, and keyword difficulty. I suggest to start with SEMrush. You can get a free account. It limits you to about 5 or 6 searches, roughly about a week or a day, I assume. I have the paid version, so we don't use the free version anymore. But this is another good strategy to search 2 or 3 of your top competitors and also putting them into this tool to find out what keywords they're ranking for as well. So these are all different tools that you can use to find keywords for you to use on your website. All right, great. So the next section, as I mentioned before, on-page SEO. So these are all the technical elements that you do on your website to help you improve your overall SEO optimization. So on-page SEO, I'll start with page speed. Very, very important. As you understand, if you work in e-commerce, page speed impacts user experience. If you don't have a fast-loading website, you're not going to rank too well, and also from a conversion perspective, you're not going to convert too well. So I've included some key elements for you to optimize when it comes to page speed. Optimizing your images. Your images don't need to be larger than necessary. There are quite a few plugins if you're using Shopify that allows you to optimize your images and reduces the overall size and doesn't impact quality. So this is very important when it comes to website speed. Enable browser caching. This is something that can be done using a developer. If you get access to a developer that can optimize the speed, and that's basically optimizing your apps on Shopify, or if you're using WooCommerce as well. Optimizing your plugins. There's usually a lot of plugins that are that just don't contribute to your website. If they're inactive and you're just having it sitting there, ideally you'd want to remove them because they do slow down your website and they do impact your page speed. All right, great. So next section looks at optimized URLs. Your URLs should be clear and concise as much as possible. Every URL, whether it's category pages, for example, as you can see here, if you're setting up an e-commerce shop and you're selling red phone cases, you should write dedicated page URLs like this. So as you can see here, your website and then /red phone cases. So it's basically including the keyword in your URL will help you rank better on Google than if you were to have something like this. Obviously, Shopify already comes with nice, clean URLs, but this is a good idea for you to include your top keywords in your URLs for that, and that's for product pages as well as category pages. So category pages, you make sure that the URLs are clean. You have your main top keyword, and then each product page, you'll have URLs that are quite relevant to that product that you're trying to rank for. Meta tags, very, very important. That's what tells Google about your page, and that's what shows on the search engines when someone searches for specific keywords. So the title tag represents the information people see at the top of the browser and in search engine pages. So best practices, target keywords included, preferably towards the start of the title, then ends with your brand name. So for example, I'm trying to rank for a keyword like luxury flowers online. So then I would put luxury flowers online at the start of the title, and then I would put my brand towards the end, because Google, that's how Google looks at your meta tags, your meta title, and that's how they rank you. So the closer your ideal keyword is at the start of the title, the better it is for you in terms of search engine results. Google also cuts off titles that are longer than 60 characters. So maintain a 60 character parameter when it comes to writing your meta titles. Now, meta descriptions is a short description of a page. That's very different than your page description. And ideally, you'd want to change your meta description and not make it exactly the same as your page description. Because even though it doesn't impact rankings directly, meta description can impact your click-through rate on search engine. So effective meta description naturally incorporates the target keyword and encourages users to click through. For example, you can see here, order luxury flowers delivered from 140, premium handcrafted for any occasion, international and local, next day delivery available, click and order today. As you can see here, I've got my keywords at the start. At the same time, I've included a few variations that could be used. As you can see, luxury, I've also included premium, handcrafted. And then at the end, you've got here a call to action, click and order today. So using these techniques will help you get people to actually click on your listings. And the more people click on your listings, the higher you actually go up in search results. So click-through rate does directly impact your search engine performance. So ideally, suggestion, write a well-written description that are relevant to target queries and maximize the chance for Google using them in search results. All right, so category pages. I've included an example here, as you can see, what you should be doing on your category pages. Ideally, the descriptions on your recommendations would be short and unique descriptions, work well. I'd suggest between 150 to 250 words. Now, this description on your category page, you can include some keywords, but you want to make sure that the keywords that you include are useful to the user and not just the search engine. So you want to write in a natural way, in a way that's not spammy. So ideally, you'd want to make that extra effort. I'd use keywords in a copy, and then I would link out with keywords to other relevant pages. So whether it's relevant category pages or relevant product pages that you're trying to rank for. So the whole goal here is to pass on authority between different pages. So your top category page will pass on authority to a product that you're really trying to push in search results. So then you would link from that category page to that product page. And this helps optimize your site and helps rank both pages on Google. All right, the next part, optimizing your homepage, very, very important. Your homepage is the most important page when it comes to Google and search. So ideally, you'd want to make sure you have meta tags on your homepage. You've got content, as I showed you, types of content and the meta tags. And then finally, internal linking, as I explained to you previously. So I would have a block of content on your homepage that can be placed all the way at the bottom. It doesn't need to be at the top of your page, but it can be placed all the way at the bottom so it doesn't take away from that user experience. Then I would link out to all your top category pages from your homepage. And then from your homepage into your top products that you're really trying to rank for, and then link from those category pages to your product pages. So that's the whole concept of internal linking. So this is the essential guide for optimizing your homepage. Make sure you got the meta tags right, you've got your content right with the variations of keywords. You're not spamming, you're not using keywords where it doesn't make sense, and then you're using internal links. Image alt tags. This is basically gives Google an idea what your images are about. Google doesn't read images, but they read the description of the images that you type out. So here I've given you ideas. Usually having alt text here, which basically means there's no alt text. No one has written any sort of description for the images. The second option you can see here, keyword stuffing. You don't want to stuff too many keywords in your alt tags. Ideally, you'd use something like an exact keyword. And I've also given you a better option, why it means. So that's describing exactly what it is that they're looking at when it comes to the images. So I'd highly recommend optimizing your images because this also helps increase your keyword relevancy on page as well. Now, off-page SEO contributes to about 75 to 80% of your overall rankings. So this is a very, very important part to SEO. Obviously, the on-page stuff is key elements that help Google really understand your website, read your website properly, and get a good idea about what your website's about. But off-page SEO is what really contributes to your overall rankings. Now I've given you 4 of the best methods to get links, and these are the type of links that you need for your website that will actually help you rank for any keyword. And these are the best type of links that you can get. They're non-spammy and they work really well. They're completely white hat, which means Google approved, and Google loves these type of links. I usually start with local links. If you've got a brand new website, you haven't had any sort of backlinks happening at all, I would start with local links. Local links are basically links like directories. You can easily search on Google. If you type in top 50 local directories, you'll get a whole list of directories that you can list your website on. So these are the type of links that help Google know that you're a local brand, as well as at the same time, it gives you a bit of authority from these type of directories that have good rankings, already have good authority. The next type of links are like, and very important links are niche links. And these are links that in your industry allow you to sign up and place a link. So basically resources that are very relevant to your industry. So if you're a fashion brand, I would search for fashion directories or fashion resources on Google. If you sell pets, pet products, then I'll search pets directory and pet resources. There's plenty of websites out there where you can list your website. So these are easy links that you're able to get. Some links are paid. So this is something that you need to keep in mind of. So highly recommend, if you feel that the website is very relevant and looks trustworthy, then I would suggest paying for a link. If not, then I would opt in for all the free links that you can get first to help optimize your site. The next type of link you can get is guest blogging. This is usually the best type of link you can get. So these are links from websites that blog about your industry. So again, if you're in the fashion industry, I would type in fashion blog guest post, and then you'll be able to write an article about fashion that's quite relevant to your site, as well as intended to help the blog's readers to actually get information and be able to get some sort of value out of it. And then I would submit that post on that blog's website and be able to get a link back from that blog to your website. And finally, influencer reviews. So I like to use influencers that do have blogs. So you can get, so you basically hit two birds with one stone. You get them to do a social media review, so on their social channels. If they do have a big channel, it's a bonus, as well as do a write-up on their blog about your product. So almost like a product review. Get them to do like an honest review, which obviously make sure that's quite transparent. And then they'll be able to link to your product or link to your website from their blogs directly to your site. These are the types of links that you can get when it comes to off-page SEO. So I've given you also link examples for local links. What you need to do, if you need to go to google.com, type in local directories and then put your country at the end, find the list of these local directories. You can, another good way for you to, not to do all these tasks that are tedious, that can take a long time. It's easy to find a VA or hire an agency that has access to these lists and can quickly add you to these lists. The next section, niche links, as I mentioned to you as well. So type in free niche directories. This is, again, like as you can see here, free beauty directories, and then you come up with all the lists of all the beauty directories that allow you to put your link on there. So you go through Google list and find the ones that are quite relevant to your niche. You'll find premium ones, as I mentioned before. Usually the ones that are premium, you'll find they have a strict criteria in accepting links, which means that they can actually tend to give you a better result than the free ones. But this is something that I'd highly recommend to look for both free and premium ones as well. And here we're looking at guest posts. So I've given you guys a few ideas in terms of like how to find these guest posts. So if you type in search for your niche, so for example, you're in the health industry or in health niche, I would type in health blogs that accept guest posts, as you can see here, and it will give you all the different types of blogs that allow you to post on them. Go through a curated list of blogs or websites, check out their guidelines, look at what they're looking for and how to submit an article. The key takeaway here when it comes to guest posting, make sure that your article is non-salesy. It focuses on providing value for your end user and the user of the blog. And then make sure that you also place a link to your website at the bottom of the article and not try to be too spammy and placing it towards the top. Now, this is some actionable advice and I guess a key takeaways that you guys can do. This is how I would get started. I would first start off with keyword research. As I showed you a couple of tools, what you need to be doing. Try to find keywords in clusters. So for example, if we would take a keyword like luxury flowers, then I would find all the different variations of luxury flowers and they're called clusters. Then I would group all these cluster of keywords together into one section on Google Doc. And then I would look at other variations. So if you're selling, for example, chocolates or premium chocolates or handmade chocolates, same thing as well. So I would search handmade chocolate as your seed keyword. Then I would look at all the variations of that, and then I would add them into Google Doc. So the next section is looking at your Google Doc. Make sure that you put your clusters separately for each category page that you have on your website. Then I would map all the keywords to each URL. So if your URL is about luxury flowers, as I mentioned, that's one of your categories. So then I would have all the keywords mapped to that URL. So then I know that these are all the keywords I'm trying to rank for that specific URL. And then for each URL, what you need to do is you need to go in and write unique meta tags for each page, write page descriptions, and at the same time also do internal linking between your category to your product pages to allow it to pass on that authority, as I've showed you previously. And then finally, once you've done that with all your category pages, you've optimized your homepage, I would go to off page, and this is where I'll start with local links. If you're a new website, if you already have a bunch of links already, then you can go straight into guest posting, and you don't need to build too many local and niche links. So local and niche links are great links for you to get if you're fairly a new website. But if you've been established for quite some time, you already do have links on your website, then I would focus primarily on guest blogging and ensuring that the guest posts that you're getting are actually from really relevant niche sites and sites that do have traffic as well. Google puts a huge emphasis on websites that have traffic. So if it's niche relevant to your industry, it has traffic, then you'll get really good results with that, because Google can index those links very quickly and allow you to rank very quickly for the keywords that you want to rank for. Now, if you're looking for professional help, you want someone to optimize your website, whether it's a one-off setup, we can help with on-page or off-page or both together. If you're looking for a complete strategy, this is something that we can customize something for you to fast-track your results and drive quick returns. This is how you get in touch with me. We're based in Melbourne. We're right in the heart of the city. This is my website, socialconnection.com.au. Feel free to jump on and have a look at our website and what we do. And if you want to reach me directly, I advise you to email me, sam@socialconnection.com.au.